Good evening. It's so lovely to see all of you here tonight. I'm Anastasia Ertz. I'm Provost and Senior Vice President here at Onondaga Community College. And it is such a great pleasure to be here today at the 2021 Curriculum Honors Award ceremony as we celebrate academic excellence and personal accomplishment. To begin our program, please stand for the national anthem and look above to the upper concourse, just up there, where OCC music students Hadassah Johnson and Madison Boyd will perform under the direction of Associate Professor of Music and Director of Choral Ensembles, Dr. David Rodari.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, you can't mask that talent. That was a wonderful, wonderful job. Thanks so much, Hadassah and Madison, and congratulations on your upcoming graduation. And so when I said I was delighted to be here this evening, I want to take just a minute to think about how wonderful it is to actually be here together at an event. I bet most of us have not been at a special event in quite some time. And here today I see so many incredibly committed colleagues who are here to support our students and really celebrate your profound accomplishments here this evening. So thank you all for being part of this. And to start us this evening, it's my pleasure to welcome the 8th President of Onondaga Community College, our President, Dr. Casey Crable.
Thank you, Provost Ertz. It's my pleasure to welcome each of you and to extend our sincere congratulations to the 2021 Curriculum Honorees. I'd like to first acknowledge Onondaga's outstanding faculty for their dedication to teaching and to guiding student learning. Both current students and alumni of the college readily acknowledge their professors for encouraging and inspiring them to achieve success. In addition to our faculty, your proud family members and friends who have contributed significantly to your achievements should be recognized as well. I hope they're watching this ceremony via the Facebook live stream. We can thank Professor Tony Vidala and his crew for making it possible. Seriously, let's thank him. It's an awful lot of work, and we really appreciate it, Tony. The ceremony will also be available afterwards on the OCC YouTube channel, so if you want to watch it again with your families, you certainly can. Let's give all of your family members and those who have supported you to this point a round of appreciation for all of their ongoing effort. The annual Curriculum Honors Convocation is a highlight of the academic year and is one of the most special events on campus. It provides the campus community the opportunity to recognize, honor, and celebrate students who have demonstrated personal commitment and academic excellence. Because it is so very important, it is our first in-person ceremony on campus. The accomplishments you've achieved that we will hear about tonight will be presented by your schools and the many faculty who have witnessed firsthand your growth and development. I want each of you students to know that you are an inspiration to all of us, and we're extremely proud of you. Thank you and congratulations once again. We wish you continued success.
Thank you, Dr. Crable. As the 2021 recipients of these Curriculum Honors Awards, each of you has been selected by your faculty and have demonstrated an outstanding level of achievement in your academic programs. To begin the ceremony, we will present the honorees in the School of Art, Design, Media, and Music. And what you will experience when you come up here, you're going to receive a bag from Dr. Crable, and in that there is a very special stole that we ask for each of you to wear at commencement. It's part of the regalia and will signify that you have earned these curriculum honors. To present our first award, please welcome Professor Robert Sharon.
Happy Earth Day, everybody, and welcome to the SRC Arena on the OCC campus. I'd like to introduce you to Dan Kyle, who is graduating with an associate's degree in architectural technology. And growing up, Dan said that he always was fascinated by architecture and had dreams of turning things like this into his career. He believes designing habitable space has the power to enhance the lives of all the people around him. Dan told me he was enjoying his time, that he is enjoying his time studying at OCC and has been grateful to the chance to study here. He has particularly enjoyed time spent in the design studios, creating practical and feasible environments for people to use and enjoy. In addition to his academic achievements, Dan enjoys helping fellow classmates and serves as our department tutor, helping many, many students. Dan said that he has met so many great people here and that he has been able to make connections that will help him along his path as he embarks on his journey to become a licensed architect. Dan, this fall, will continue his education at the Suny Alford 5-year architectural degree program. We thank Dan for his many contributions to our program, to our college, and we wish him all the best. Thank you, Dan.
For the School of Art, Design, Media, and Music in the field of art, we have Amanda Negley, who has won the Curriculum Honors Award. And it's been a pleasure to have you as a student in the program, absolutely. You've consistently shown an exceptional level of creativity in all your projects for design, drawing, and graphic design classes. You're currently putting the finishing touches on the title graphic that will be used for this year's sophomore show in the gallery and online. Amanda enjoys creating digital illustrations and was the illustrator for the children's book, Orlando the Zoo Squirrel Goes to the Country. That sounds really like a great one, which was published last year. She'll be working on a second children's book this coming year. Amanda plans to attend Regent University in Virginia Beach next year and pursue a degree in Christian ministry. We look forward to seeing the results of your future endeavors, and we wish you all our luck and success. The Art and Photo program is proud to have you and present you with this honor.
Good evening. I'm Mike Kaminsky, Chair of the Electronic Media Communications Department, and it is an honor to present this year's EMC Curriculum Honoree, Trevor Scott. There are 4 elements that make a story stand out: character, plot, setting, and tension. I'd like to apply these elements to Trevor's OCC story. First, character. Trevor came to us a bit shy, a little reserved. He was very quiet, but it was easy to see he had a love for film and television. 2, plot. Working through our program can be challenging. We treat the classroom like the workplace. There are a lot of projects. There are a lot of deadlines. Trevor never let these circumstances stop him from excelling at each stage of the process: writing, technical skills, and storytelling. 3, setting. Many people think media production is a solitary profession. You operate a camera, you sit in front of a computer and edit. It's the complete opposite. Collaboration is key. Trevor has become a friend with so many in the EMC program, his fellow students and faculty. Trevor has also extended himself in the college community. He is a member of OCC's Phi Theta Kappa's leadership team. Trevor has also spent the last 2 semesters in the role of Vice President of Media for the Student Association. He is no longer that shy and reserved student we met at the beginning of the story. 4, tension. To say that this year's graduating class has been through some trials and tribulations is quite the understatement. Not only has Trevor shown a great resiliency, he has also shown a continued excitement for each project he creates. Trevor has the same thrill and wonder in the project he's currently working on, I hope, as he did for the first project he created 3 semesters ago. Trevor has a passion for media creation and storytelling. We were lucky and thankful he found a home with us in the EMC department. We know that this is only the beginning of Trevor's story. We have no doubt he will continue to create stories and grow as a person. Trevor, we wish you the best and continued success, and we will miss you. Congratulations.
Hello again. Let's see, I am not Mike Kaminsky. Here we go, here we go. I will get to the right page here. So I'd like to introduce everybody to Karen Eaton, who graduated in August with an associate's degree in interior design. She's now working with a local developer on a wide variety of projects, from single and multifamily dwellings to commercial projects such as restaurants and retail facilities. This just after a few months. Her work involves new construction and also the renovation of existing buildings here in central New York. Karen continues to develop her professional expertise as evidenced by a recent promotion that includes additional responsibilities regarding project management. Karen reports the knowledge and skills that she acquired at OCC have helped her immensely. Karen said she would not be here without the support and the education she received in the architecture and interior design departments at OCC. Karen's dedication and enthusiasm for architecture and interior design, plus her effervescent personality, were significant contributions to the learning environment in the design studio and in the classroom. I just learned something new, so I'm going to ad-lib a little bit, but she's interested in real estate and had an internship in Pittsburgh, Washington, the Art Institute there, and the circumstances brought her here to OCC. So we're very lucky to have her, and we wish her all the best, and congratulations. Thank you.
I am proud to present the Music Department's Curricular Honors Award to Hadassah Johnson. Hadassah started OCC in the fall of 2018. She had no formal training in music when she came to us, which meant she was going to spend some extra time with us. Instead of being discouraged about needing to begin an introductory coursework, she dug in and she got to work. With her awesome attitude that she's had throughout the entire 3 years, she didn't want to just be one of those students who checked off the boxes and to get to where she needed to go. She actually really thoroughly enjoys learning. I'm not sure that I've ever had a student as focused and as dedicated to the process of learning as Hadassah is. She embraced learning about music and she flourished. Not only is she an outstanding singer and musician, but she has managed to maintain a 4.0 GPA. She has done all of this while also being the vice president of Phi Theta Kappa, mentoring other students, completing volunteer activities, working part-time, and planning a wedding. She's getting married in less than 2 months. Hadassah will attend Boston Conservatory this fall to pursue a degree in music performance. Congratulations, Hadassah.
I'm proud to present the Curriculum Honors for Photography to Kim McConnell. Kim joined the photography program as many students do, driven to communicate her creative vision through images. As a non-traditional student, Kim brought with her many of the life challenges that face our students. Despite that, Kim has never wavered in her desire to learn both technical and creative ways to express her ideas. She's passionate, driven, and bound for success. I look forward to encouraging Kim in all her creative endeavors and can only hope she will return to OCC to share her many successes. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm here to present the award for the School of Business Accounting degree to Matthew Tata. Matt is a graduate of FM High School. He overcame poverty to become the first in his family to attend college. He chose OCC because of our affordability and because he was uncertain about his career path. He told me that he wanted to get his feet wet after taking a few years off. Well, Matt has certainly found his footing. He is graduating with a 4.0 GPA and is well on his way to a promising career in accounting. He's currently doing an internship with a local Syracuse accounting firm that has already blossomed into a job offer due to Matt's skills and work ethic. His goal is to retire early, and he is already saving for the future. Matt would like to thank all his teachers, friends, and most importantly, family for helping him get this far. Can we have a round of applause for Matt? Next, I'd like to present the award for the School of Business Administration to Ayman Hijazi. Professor Meiping Zhang says of Ayman, after having Ayman in 2 of my classes, I found that she was absolutely a pleasant and joy to have for any instructor. As a role model student, she not only studied hard, but also was actively engaged in the class. Her 4.0 GPA average is a testament to her outstanding work discipline and an excellent ability to learn hard subjects. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chef James Taylor. I am the chair of the School of Business, and I have the honor tonight to introduce you to Hannah Wallowski. is this year's Hospitality Management Curriculum honoree. Chef Schneider wrote this testimony, but she was unable to come here today, so I'm quoting Chef Schneider. So she starts off by saying, the first time that I met Hannah was in June 2019. I was invited to Onondaga, Cortland, Madison, BOCES for a culinary arts practical evaluation, and at that time, Hannah was in the culinary program there. Hannah came to us in spring 20 after transferring from TC3, Tompkins Community College, and she said to us that after looking at our curriculum and meeting the faculty, that she thought that the hospitality program here at Onondaga Community College was the perfect fit for her. What is absolutely incredible for us is last year's nominee that won, Rosemary Thompson, Hannah had the opportunity to work with her in the industry. So how ironic that is. Last year's recipient won the award. She's a chef now at a country club. Here comes Hannah, right? So we're so very proud of you and everything that you've accomplished here. Chef Schneider ends by saying that Hannah will graduate in the spring semester, and Chef knows with no undoubtedly thing in her head that you will absolutely make a difference in this industry. And I say this every year to every student. I am no longer your instructor now, you're my colleague. So congratulations to you, we're so proud of you.
Hello, I'm Woody Everett. I'm here to introduce you to Nico Ray, the Electrical Technology Curriculum honoree. Just as an aside, I'd like to point out that I plan to retire early as well. I remember the first time that I saw Nico, he was trying to get permission to get into a P-Tech digital electronics class because he was literally afraid to take an evening class. So I said, okay, if you want to take class at 8:30 in the morning, that's okay with me. That was last spring. I taught the same class Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. So we meet 8:30 to 11:30, and when we went remote, Nico was there in teams 4 days a week. Not only with his section, but the other section as well. And a lot of times he was the only one. So anyway, he would hardly speak. He was timid, and the growth is incredible. So it's just very much like Chef JT just said. I don't go colleague, but I definitely go friend. So anyway, with our classes, our curriculum tends to be pretty intense. Most of our classes have a lab component. You have to learn how to use the equipment, and in the process of learning how to use the equipment, you verify that what we told you in lecture is really the truth. And what we do, we don't just go by grades. We, as faculty, we talk about the students, all the stories, all this and that, but usually what we get down to is, what do they do in lab? Do they get their work done and leave? Do they get their work done and help other people get their work done? Or in Nico's case, do they help other people get their work done and then do their work? So anyway, Nico's a great guy. I'm tempted to say he's a kid because it seems like everybody's a kid compared to me these days. And Nico, congratulations. It's been a pleasure.
So it's my pleasure to read the words of Professor Kevin Guidell to nominate our award winner, Erana Redden, for fire protection technology. So I'll read his words as he wrote them. It is my honor to nominate Erana Redden for the Fire Protection Curriculum Award. Fire Protection Technology Curriculum Award. I've had the pleasure of having Erana in multiple classes at OCC. She was an active participant and frequent contributor to class discussion, in addition to being one of the top students. She is respectful, responsible, and punctual. In addition to being an excellent student, Erana has done well to balance her schoolwork and working as a volunteer firefighter with the Ringgold Fire Company. Her drive to succeed, ability to solve unique problems, and sincere interest in learning makes her an ideal candidate for this award. Congratulations. So I'd also like to say a few words about the award winner for mechanical technology, who couldn't be with us tonight, Sophia Wittenkind. Sophia came to the MET program after already completing her first semester at OCC in another program. Once she started MET courses, she never looked back. She knew what grades she wanted and made sure she got them. Her work ethic was evident throughout her courses, and the faculty came to expect high-quality work completed on time as the norm from her. Sophia completed her coursework in the fall 2019 semester and finished strong with 5 technical courses and a GPA of 3.65 during the pandemic. Sophia has been a pleasure to have in our classes, and we look forward to seeing what she can achieve.
It's me again. I'm here to introduce this time someone who couldn't be with us, Ben Baker. He's the honoree for nuclear technology. I'm the former coordinator of nuclear technology, so I do know Ben. I didn't have him in any classes, so I can't give you any firsthand knowledge. But I can tell you that I've been told he also helps out the people who are having more difficulty. And also, as we were doing our discussions trying to decide who our nominee was going to be, thing that sticks in my mind is power systems, which is probably the most intense class we have because death is actually a possibility. High power, that's the way it is. But the instructor said that not only is Ben always there and doing what he's supposed to do, but he's actually trying to learn the material rather than just trying to get done. Stuck in my mind. So anyway, Ben's the honoree for nuclear technology, and he's also a really good guy.
I'm Fran Dulcich, Associate Professor of Early Childhood Education. And I need to turn the page. Our first award winner is Nathan Drake, and I'm very pleased to present this award to Nathan. He is our Liberal Arts Adolescent Education Honors Student. Nathan was in my EDU 275 Cultural Foundations of Education class in fall 2020. As a non-traditional student, Nathan was a welcomed addition to our class of future educators. At first, he was a little hesitant to contribute, but soon gained confidence and readily offered his knowledge and experience. Our class was in real-time remote, which was challenging for all of us, but Nathan kept his camera on, and I can't tell you how much I appreciated that. Nathan has transferred to Suny Oswego to continue to pursue his goal of becoming an earth science teacher. Congratulations, Nathan. Our School of Education Childhood Education Award winner is Christina Valentino. It's my pleasure to present Christina as our award winner tonight. She was unsure of her goals, and OCC was the place for her to find her path while living at home. Christina is currently enrolled in my EDU 275 Cultural Foundations of Education class in the online section. It's important to know this about the class and Christina because online learning can be challenging. To be successful online, a student must be focused, organized, and self-motivated. Most importantly, a student has to show up, be present, and participate in class discussions. Christina excels in all areas, but especially this one. She readily posts more than required and supports her classmates' learning by offering additional resources. Christina is on her way to SUNY Geneseo to study music performance with a minor in music education. Congratulations, Christina.
Good evening. My name is Nancy Gabriel from the School of Education, and it's my honor tonight to first read the remarks written by Dr. Pat Martin for our first honoree. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Katie Connor, the Early Child Care Certificate Curriculum Honor Recipient for 2021. Katie has excelled in every course she has taken at OCC, earning a 3.981 GPA. To say that she is an excellent student would be an understatement. She has maintained an A average, with the exception of that one A- throughout her early child care certificate and now into the early childhood AAS. This would be no small feat for any student, but Katie has accomplished this while being home with her 3 young children and taking all the courses for the certificate in AAS online. Katie has finished the early child care certificate and is on track to earn her associate's degree in August. In one of her first online courses, she shared that she has always enjoyed children, but after having her own kids, she knows now this is the field she wants to be in. Katie, you've definitely found your professional home. I have no doubt you will continue to excel as you go on to earn your bachelor's, master's, and doctorate one day. You're a bright star for the future of the profession. Good luck in all you do. And now it's indeed a pleasure to introduce Lily Simmons as the 2021 recipient of the Early Childhood Associate's Degree Honor Award. Lily chose OCC because of the cost in our transfer program rather than starting at Cortland, and we're so glad she did. Lily has earned a perfect 4.0 GPA and will be graduating next month as an honors affiliate. I had the pleasure of working with Lily on her honors project entitled What Policymakers Should Know About Child Development and Equity. Her presentation should be mandated for all politicians, school administrators, and anyone making decisions about children and families. And you can see her work on the back tables on your way out. When asked why she wants to become an early childhood educator, Lily responded, "I've always been fascinated by how children live their lives and go on about their day. On the outside, it may seem so simple, but on the inside, there is an immense amount of growth, development, and learning happening. I think that it's so rewarding having such an important and everlasting role in children's lives." In the fall, Lily will be attending SUNY Cortland in her early childhood double major to complete, it's fill in the blank, her bachelor's degree, and will continue for a master's in early childhood education. She would love to teach kindergarten or first grade, but would be happy working with children of any age because there is always important development and learning happening. If I could see into the future, I can imagine a room filled with engaged and connected young children in Miss Simmons' classroom. The profession is so lucky to have you. Best of luck in all you do.
Good evening. I am Tina May, and I have the privilege of presenting for my colleagues in physical education and exercise science. Their recipient's name is Christian Rossi, and I will be reading Amy Klein's comments. Our department selected Christian to be our Curriculum Honoree Award recipient because of his integrity, character, and work ethic. Christian has always made it clear that his #1 priority is his education. He's expressed his commitment to his education through both his words and consistently his actions. Our degree is very rigorous, yet he was able to strike a balance between his studies while playing for OCC's men's basketball team. Christian is a team player in the classroom as well, as he worked well with the faculty and other students. His 3.8 grade point average speaks for itself. He will be attending SUNY Cortland in the fall. Congratulations, Christian.
Hi, I am honored to recognize Jason Walter as the Curriculum Honoree for the Health Information Technology Program. Jason graduated from the Health Information Technology Program in December. As a full-time student, Jason completed his degree in a variety of modalities while working full-time at the Syracuse Airport. He is actively engaged with local health information professionals as a student member of the Central New York Health Information Management profession and of the American Health Information Management Association. As a result of the COVID pandemic, Jason completed his professional practice experience in a mixed format at a local skilled nursing facility. His feedback to this experience will be used to help guide future revisions to this experience for our students. He is actively preparing to sit for his registered health information technician credential, and we wish him great success in his future endeavors.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Honors Award in Medical Assisting to Adele Simmons, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. Adele was chosen for this award because of her academic achievement and her exemplary academic commitment. Adele received the highest average in the medical assisting class. Her pursuit of perfection was evident in all her academic work and the skills she demonstrated in the lab. She embodies the work ethic and professionalism that OCC strives to instill in our students. She demonstrated empathy for fellow students, a trait that will serve her well as she cares for patients in the future. She also scored the highest score we have seen so far in the NHA Certified Clinical Medical Assistant Certification exam. She also completed her clinical at Housel Dermatology, where she was offered employment and accepted. So congratulations, Adele.
Good evening. I'm here to honor Kayla Arancibia Cespedes. The nursing program proudly recognizes her as our honor grad. Kayla embodies all the traits we want to see in our graduates. She is a true professional who demonstrated remarkable dedication and motivation to learn and improve throughout her time in the nursing program. She always goes above and beyond expectations in her studies and in her clinical practice. During the last year, the COVID pandemic strongly impacted Kayla and her family, as it did so many of us. Yet Kayla persevered and was able to graduate on time, despite several obstacles. Kayla is a caring and compassionate nurse. Her sunny personality brightens the lives of her patients, their families, and her coworkers. Since the fall of 2019, Kayla has supported OCC's efforts to advance an appreciation for diversity equity, and inclusion through her work on the college's Council of Diversity and Inclusion. As a member, she supported various diversity events on campus and in fact chaired the Unity Day Student Committee in the fall of 2020. In fact, Kayla is a leader who never misses a chance to help others. She has reached out to mentor newer nursing students and their studies and a role model in clinical practice. We look forward to counting Kayla as a nursing program alum. We are sure she has much to offer to our nursing profession, to the patients we serve, and to our community. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Cindy Warner, Chair of the Allied Health Professions and Program Coordinator for the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. And it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Esther Lindsay, who's our Curriculum Honors Award for this year. Esther is one of the most conscientious, gracious, selfless students I've ever had the pleasure with whom to work. Faculty identify her as a self-starter. She's always on top of her studies and eager to help her fellow students. A clinical instructor wrote on her final evaluation that Esther consistently reviewed the charts and developed treatment plans the day before every treatment to ensure that she was well prepared for the next day. She takes the initiative to seek out alternative learning opportunities. She treats all her patients in a caring and compassionate manner. No wonder Esther carries a 4.0 GPA in our program. Esther shared with me that she's always had the desire to help people. She went on her first mission trip when she was only 12 and continues to go on mission trips every few years ever since. One of her last trips was a medical mission trip to the Dominican Republic. Since Esther is a very health-aware with diet and exercise, it seems natural that she would seek out the PTA program. And she's loved the variety of clinical placement settings, as well as learning about alternative therapies, such as hippotherapy, which is for horses, not hippopotamuses. Esther would like to thank her husband, Brett, for his encouragement, love, and support, as Esther has excelled throughout this program. And I have to share with you that when we all went online, the faculty of the PTA was kind of panicking with all the two new teams. And we could always call Esther at home and ask her if she would help role play with us before we went on for teaching that day. And she was such a help. And I got to meet her husband, Brett, when they did their final practical of manual muscle test and goniometry at home in your, I think it was in your den. She was very creative setting up the camera so we could do that. He's helped her to study and has been a wonderful patient as she could practice on. I know Esther is going to be a wonderful asset to the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Thank you, Esther.
Good evening. My name is Mary Pat Annable. I am the chairperson of the Surgical Technology Program here, coordinator of the Surgical Technology Program here at OCC. So on behalf of the Surgical Technology team, I am delighted to inform you that Amy Correa has been chosen to receive the Curriculum Honor Award. We met Amy in the fall of 2020. Immediately, we learned that she is a pleasure to be around. I met her prior to actually even bringing her in for advisement, and I knew right then that Amy was going to be something special. We learned that Amy also has been working full-time at a senior living facility for more than 18 years. I admire her dedication to her residents. I am sure they appreciate her wonderful charm. Her work hours go late into the evening, and when she gets home to study, she grabs about 4 hours of sleep before she's back for morning classes, and she is there before most of the students are there. Amy is one of the first students to ever enter the classroom. She's always in good spirits, even when sleep deprived and maybe not feeling so well. On top of her life demands, she is a stellar student. She is getting straight A's and wants the same for her classmates. Her interaction with her fellow students is admirable. Even with her busy life, she makes time to studies with others. She genuinely cares about helping others succeed as well. I have seen her develop skills in her clinical environment. I know she will accomplish her goals and become a valued employee in the field of surgical technologies. She makes us extremely proud. Congratulations, Amy.
I am very proud and honored to present Cassidy Taylor with the American Sign Language Curriculum Award. Cassidy has given permission for us to share a little bit about her journey, which has been very inspirational to me, my colleagues, and also to students. Cassidy has fought through a dark time in her life, but she's won the battle. She's been a student at OCC since 2014, but she needed to leave the college in spring of 2015 due to severe mental health challenges related to past traumas and the tragic loss of her father. Her life was in danger due to serious medical complications related to eating disorders, self-harm, and alcohol abuse. Over the next 3 years, Cassidy received frequent treatments and at one point was given 2 months to live before being sent to the only medical and patient eating disorder treatment center in the country. In her quest to live, she formulated a list of reasons to recover, and the number one reason on her list was, quote, to finish what I started at OCC. Cassidy fought back. She returned to OCC for the spring 2019 semester and has since lived the motto, life doesn't get better, you do. While living with chronic medical complications, Cassidy has thrived at OCC and given back by serving as a tutor for 3 ASL degree courses. She will transfer to SUNY Binghamton this fall to major in linguistics. Cassidy is truly deserving of this American Sign Language Curriculum Award, and I'm very, very proud of you, Cassidy. You're gonna do great things.
I am honored to present the Curriculum Honors Award for Communication Studies to Robin Oy. Robin Oy is an outstanding communication studies student. He was born and raised in Myanmar and was part of a small ethnic group called Chin, who were one of the most persecuted minority groups in Myanmar. After spending 3 years in a refugee camp in Thailand, Robin came to the US as an immigrant in 2008. Robin is a devoted and bright student who puts a tremendous amount of effort into his work. You were a real leader in your intercultural communication class specifically, which I had the honor to teach you in. You were constantly willing to tackle challenging issues, share your cultural perspective, and learn from others. And it was an absolute gift to have you in that class. Robin wants his descendants to remember him as a person who works really hard. He has definitely put in the effort to create a legacy of hard work and diligence. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as a Curriculum Honors nominee for Communication Studies, Robin, and I'm honored to have been your academic advisor and teacher. And this is the first time I've actually seen Robin in 3 dimensions. So it's a pleasure to have you. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Pat Kenny from the School of Liberal Arts. and I'm here to award Matthew Wynosky the Curriculum Award in General Studies. Matthew is an outstanding student. As he openly shares, he was not this way in high school, but has a newfound appreciation of his education and is taking it very seriously. He had perfect attendance, was always very attentive, and has actively participated in every single class. It is my pleasure to give him this award this evening.
Hello, my name is Dr. Sean Wyman. I am the Humanities and Social Sciences degree coordinator. I'm here to present the award to Sipo Ra. Great student, great thinker, asked great questions. These are just some of the ways that faculty members described Sipo when nominating her for this well-deserved award. Sipo is an exemplary young woman. Those who have had her in class know her to be a dedicated, hardworking, and successful student. Sipo always displayed a great interest in international affairs and topics, contributed compelling insights and questions to class conversations, and was always a support to her fellow students. She has overcome obstacles outside of campus to pursue many opportunities, both on campus and off, and all working towards her transfer goals. And I should tell you that just before this ceremony started, Sipo informed me that she had one of those opportunities, being accepted into a summer leadership academy for up-and-coming young women leaders in the state. So it was a great bit of information to hear, and also completely unsurprising given everything that we've just described with Sipo. She is intelligent, kind, and strong, and will go on to do many big things. We are happy to see Sipo take the next steps in her education and wish her all the success in the world. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bob Collins. I'm an assistant professor of physics, and it is my honor tonight to introduce to you Luann Dong, who is this year's outstanding OCC graduate in engineering science. When Luann was in her early 20s, she came to America with her husband and her daughter, and unfortunately, her marriage became violent. Luann found herself a victim of domestic violence, and she found herself very far from home, with no friends, no family, no money, and unable to speak the language. When she reached a crisis point, Luann was able to connect with Vera House, and she found the help to change her life. She began learning to be independent, became an American citizen, obtained a driver license, became employed, and was able to separate from her husband. That's quite a lot right there, but Luann wasn't finished. She began attending BOCES in 2017, started in basic ESL, and completed a GED in 9 months. She then became employed as a machine operator and became curious about the machinery. This led her to OCC, where she chose engineering science as a major. As an engineering science major, Luann has maintained a 4.0 grade point average. Excuse me, I'm breaking up here. She actually kind of makes me choke up. She's worked so hard and done so much. The level of success that she has achieved here was achieved while balancing many competing demands. She's continued to work full-time, and she also is a single mother. She has accomplished as much as any student I have ever seen. She was in my Physics 1 and Physics 3 courses. She had the highest grade in the class. She has developed as a student in an amazing way, and I am almost overwhelmed to tell her story. She has accomplished as much as any student that it has ever been my honor to have in my class. And I can think of no student who is more deserving in my entire career than Luann. And I am so happy to present her for this award. And I'm sorry, but she does just choke me up.
Hello, my name is Brian McInich. I'm the coordinator of the Environmental Technology Program, and our award nominee for this year is Evan Zalenz. Evan is deserving of this award due to his exceptional efforts both in and out of the program and the classroom. Evan has been actively involved in research here at Onondaga Community College, being involved in the on-campus wellfield project, and even when weather conditions were not ideal. And I say that knowing that everyone here knows what that means here in upstate New York. Evan really accomplished quite a bit there, and he's been an active member also outside of the classroom in the geology club here on campus, where he served as the club's president last year, working tirelessly on field trips, caving trips, museum trips, hiking trips, and club projects, including building an indoor cave for an elementary school children for Discover Your Talent Day in Marcellus schools. We didn't accomplish that in the end because of the COVID outbreak, but that was quite a task that we set before us. In addition, he's an enthusiastic member of the Bahamas class, and he's been described as a budding scientist by his professor in that course. Melissa thinks highly of you. It is therefore without reservation that we wish to offer this award to Evan and wish him the best as he moves on to SUNY Buffalo. Congrats.
Hello, I'm Patty Zabel. I teach in the mathematics department, and I'm here to present the award for the Math and Science Curriculum Honors Award to T. Nguyen. I currently have T in my Calculus 3 course and my online linear algebra course, and from the very beginning, she stood out to me. She's very dedicated, she's committed to excellence, she's genuine, respectful, friendly, focused, she's very driven. She, this semester, one of our first snow days that we had, I asked the students as an assignment to send a selfie of a snowman that they made for the snow day. And she sent the cutest picture of a snowman this big, and she just had this big furry coat on. And she said it was her first snowman, and so I was very intrigued. So I started asking questions. And it turns out that T was born and raised in the tropical climate of Vietnam, and she came to the US in 2018 and began taking classes at OCC in 2019. After only being on campus for a year, she was featured in Student Spotlight by Roger Mirabito, where we learn more about her. So I suggest look her up. It's really an interesting article. She says her first year, she was like a fish out of water. She was shell-shocked. Everything was new. She was taking classes and working 2 jobs. When she became pregnant, her husband put his pursuit of a degree in acupuncture on hold and went to work as a Central bus driver. As they became the proud parents of a baby boy, T kept up with her coursework. When their son was old enough, she brought him to campus and dropped him off at the Children's Learning Center while she attended classes. Despite her life challenges, her grade point average kept improving each semester from a 3.7 to a 3.9 and now a perfect 4.0. Her outstanding grades earned the membership in Phi Theta Kappa. She's just an outstanding student. She received a scholarship to Lemoyne. This past weekend, she was one of 2 students from across the state of New York to receive a scholarship for the New York State Math Associations of 2-year colleges. So I just want to congratulate you and wish you all the best of luck.
Good evening. I'm Donna Stuccio, and I'm a faculty specialist at the School of Public Safety and Community Services. And I'm going to start with Melanie Murray, the award winner for alcohol and substance abuse. And I got to move this up a little bit. To meet Melanie Murray is to understand the meaning of the words kind-hearted. This was written by her professor, Jerry Farnett. To observe Melanie is to understand the meaning of determination. To understand Melanie is to know how dearly she loves her husband and children and how important her family is to her. To listen to Melanie is to understand the meaning of the term well-spoken. To read Melanie's work is to know great writing that is engaging and thought-provoking. To be in class with Melanie is to experience academic excellence combined with self-reflection and unconditional positive regard for all living beings. For these reasons and countless others too numerous to mention, the Alcohol and Substance Abuse Counseling Degree Program faculty honor Melanie Murray with this award in expression of our appreciation of her and for her time spent in the program. We are all the better for you having been here. Your future is bright and the world needs you. Keep shining. So now I'm going to read for myself, for Beatrice Batista. She's in the CRJ, Criminal Justice Department, and I had her as a student, and she's fabulous. And so she is our Curriculum Awards honoree. From the moment Beatrice Batista walked into my office for advisement, I sensed that she was a young woman who was unstoppable on her way to meet her goals. She had an aura of determination, a spark in her eye, and confidence in her voice. A graduate of Henninger High School in Syracuse, Beatrice has long held on to the dream of becoming a lawyer. She started as a business major, but soon switched to our criminal justice program, for which we are very grateful. Beatrice excelled as a student and graduated cum laude this past December. Beatrice's laser focus on completing her program was evident during her entire time with us. She promptly signed up for advisement, which is quite a feat, ensuring she was always on the right track. I would smile when I would get the occasional message from Beatrice as she was just making sure she was all set. I was more than happy to let her know she was okay and everything was fine. She carried this focus with every course she took, keeping steady eye on completing her assignments on time, despite the demands of working many hours while she was in school full-time. The all-out commitment Beatrice brought to her OCC experience was strikingly impressive to me. Sometimes the words can't always paint the picture, but I just knew every time I met with Beatrice or received an email or had a phone call with her or graded her assignments that she was a wonderful and pleasant force to be reckoned with. She has taken that quiet and unshakable determination with her to Syracuse University, where she would complete the next step on her way to law school, where her interests lie in corporate or immigration law. The child of parents who came here to this country from Cuba, she has been drawn to the idea of focusing on immigration law in an effort to use the multitude of skills she possesses to make a difference in the lives of others and address inequities in the legal system. The criminal justice faculty is very proud of Beatrice and is already all she has accomplished, and have no doubt that she will continue to soar.
Hello again. I am Tina May, Coordinator and Professor of Human Services, and I am so pleased to be able to describe to you tonight the Human Services Award recipient, Shaylee Payne. Shaylee transferred to Onondaga from a prior college with a distinct plan for success and a sense of determination to just draw the most from her experiences within our program. While she was here, she took obviously face-to-face classes, online classes, and real-time remote classes, and in each one, she worked so diligently, so efficiently, and so professionally as she completed each step of that process. She achieved her goal of a 4.0 GPA. She never failed to support classmates, inspire all of her professors, and role model that professionalism at her field placement and at her volunteer sites. When we transitioned to real-time remote classes, the very first day, she was the first person signed on and said, Professor May, do you mind if I just kind of click in a little early each time that we have class? And I kind of thought, okay, I probably won't be early, but it's all right, Shaylee, you can be. And sure enough, every single class we had together, she signed in 15 minutes early. She said she'd just like to get comfortable. And she would warm up the class. She literally made sure that they all knew what assignment they were supposed to have in time. She got them comfortable, and I came in, and they were ready to go each and every time. It was amazing. And she was always not only professional and a perfectionist, but she was so gentle and kind with a whole range of learners that didn't always have the skills that she had in place. It's just wonderful to see. And all of her human service faculty recognized her as the ideal person for this award. One of the many times that she stood out, she created a teachable moment for those around her. And it happened as a result of a very unexpected and harrowing kind of experience. She's an avid advocate for the needs and care of dogs, and she chose several years ago to begin volunteering at a local shelter. And she always believed that that would be one of the best foundations, a local animal shelter. She believed that would be one of the best foundations to build her counseling career on. Her thought was, in taking care of lost, homeless animals, she would learn so much about interacting with living beings in need. And as she added education and experience on that, it would further build her counseling skills, and she was so right. So she wanted to incorporate pets into the recovery process that she'll eventually do. And so, this fall, when Shaylee was attacked and very seriously injured by a dog that she had worked very closely with and talked about each week, she didn't for a moment let that deter her from her goals. Instead, she returned to that site immediately and continued with the work she was committed to do. She asked if she could still work with the dog under more supervision because she recognized that it was simply an accident. She said she needed to do that, and the dog needed to know that they weren't given up on. And so in doing so, she recognized that animal's needs despite the very frightening experience. She, most of all, chose to create a very impressive final project. It was a slideshow for our Aging in the Family course, in which she taught so eloquently about the opportunities that you could find located in adverse experiences throughout the course of life. That kind of perseverance and use of her combined academic and real-life experiences are exactly the kind of contribution I know she will make as a professional in our field. She has gone on for her bachelor's degree and will continue on for her master's after that, and what a better world it is for having Shaylee Payne as a professional within it. So, thank you, Shaylee.
So I'm here now to present to you all the winner of the Lillian Slusker Honors College Student Award, Emily Dejoy. Emily Dejoy is a bright, engaged, and inquisitive student. She takes her studies very seriously, and this was evident from the moment she started her journey as an honor scholar. Emily's academic strengths are clear from the start, as was her understanding of the importance of an education. Most importantly, she has grown as a person with each passing semester, developing a sense of purpose, composure, and initiative. She took it upon herself to pursue an independent study in political science so as to meet all of her potential requirements for her new major at SUNY Cortland. By cultivating connections with faculty and peers, forming community, and seeking out opportunities for personal growth, Emily exemplifies many of the qualities we hope to see on our honor students. Congratulations, Emily. And best of luck to you as you cross that graduation stage and start the next steps in your journey.
It is my pleasure to submit and nominate Blake Lonergan, a fire protection technology student that has completed FPT 252 and is currently competing FPT 262, Fire Investigation 1 and Fire Investigation 2, for the Outstanding Service Learner Award. Blake has participated in service learning experience with Onondaga County Emergency Management Fire Investigation Unit, accumulating over 31 hours in the field assessing with the origin and cause of actual fire events occurring in Onondaga County. This far exceeds the goal of 10 hours per semester, and Blake continues to accumulate service learning hours in addition to maintaining his other educational obligations. Most noteworthy is a statement in his 2020 service learning reflection where he stated in part, "Overall, this experience enhanced my learning experience greatly. My favorite experiences were the calls that I had the opportunity to assist in taking photos at the scene and then being able to reconstruct the scene." Unknown to Blake at the time he wrote this reflection, a photo he secured at a subsequent fire scene appeared on the cover of the spring 2021 issue of the Fire Scene magazine, a magazine of the New York State chapter of the International Association of Arson Investigators, and distributed throughout New York State. Blake indicated his personal commitment to connecting community engagement with academics when he stated in his 2020 reflection, "The biggest benefit for me was that I was able to take what I learned in the classroom and see it in real life out in the field. Personally, I am a better learner via hands-on experiences rather than in the classroom." Blake continues to demonstrate to me his extraordinary ability to connect with the benefit from his service learning experience to enhance his educational objectives through academics. It is for this reason stated above, I believe Blake Lonergan is deserving of the Outstanding Service Learner Award. Congratulations, Blake.
So students, as you can tell from the thoughtful and passionate tributes that your faculty have made to you tonight, you are an incredible inspiration to us. Congratulations. Round of applause for our students. And now it's my great pleasure to invite Professor of Music, Dr. Rob Bridge, to the podium to introduce our musical performance.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Crable. I love that this is our first public ceremony. This is our first public concert. None of you have heard, or most of you have not heard live music in over a year, and I'm excited for you to hear that, yeah. I'm excited for you to get to hear some. I'm here to present AJ Rodriguez. He's a graduate of Pulaski High School in Pulaski, New York. He is currently a double major at OCC in business and music and should graduate in the spring of 2022 with both degrees. AJ performs in the OCC Wind Ensemble, where he is first chair, and in the OCC Percussion Ensemble, where he was recently featured as a soloist. He is playing tonight as the winner of the OCC Music Performance Award Competition. Tonight he'll be playing Polaris by Mark Ford. Polaris is a one-movement solo based on a rhythmic theme in 7/8, set in a modified rondo. Polaris, the title, comes from the North Star or the Pole Star. And the composer says, as the North Star has served as a navigation reference for centuries, Polaris reflects the inner part of each of us that guides our decisions and shapes our identity. I hope you enjoy AJ Rodriguez performing Polaris.
AJ, that was a soulful and uplifting performance. Thank you so very much. And now I invite President Crable to announce some special awards this evening.
Could we have another round of applause for AJ? I could practice the rest of my life and not be able to do that. That was amazing. I'm delighted to recognize two highly decorated students who were recently honored for their academic excellence and community service by being named to the Phi Theta Kappa All-New York State Academic Team. Each year, Phi Theta Kappa selects community college students from throughout New York State who have improved their local community in some way. In doing so, PTK recognizes the immense value of a community college education and the profound impact that our students have on their campuses and in their communities. I'd like to congratulate Hadassah Johnson, who was selected with first team recognition, and Allison Logue, who was recognized with second team recognition. I haven't seen, Allison, are you here? Oh, Hadassah, can you stand please and be recognized? It's a great achievement. The next award I'd like to announce this evening is the 2021 Suny Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. 3 Onondaga Community College students were named recipients of the Suny Chancellor's Award. Honorees were selected for best demonstrating the integration of academic excellence with other aspects of their lives, which may include leadership, campus involvement, athletics, career achievement, community service, or creative and performing arts. This is the highest achievement which can be bestowed upon a SUNY student throughout New York State, despite the fact that there are over 1 million students in the SUNY system. 135 students were so recognized. At OCC, the honorees are Hadassah Johnson, Gina Segretti, and Hope Spencer. Please congratulate all these students. And finally this evening, the final award is not for a student. I get to announce the Norma Foodie Endowed Professorship, a new award for the college. Norma Foodie served as a member of the college faculty at OCC from 1962 to 1978. A gift was made to the OCC Foundation from Norma's estate when she passed, which helped establish an endowed professorship to support the professional development and scholarly activities for members of our faculty. After a rigorous application process, the inaugural Foodie Endowed Professorship is awarded to Dr. David Van Arsdale. So if you see Dr. Van Arsdale, you should congratulate him. We're excited to have him as our inaugural Foodie Scholar. Thank you.
Before we close our ceremony, I'd like to take one more moment to appreciate our student award winners. You have made a mark on this campus, and we know that you will make an incredible impression in all of your endeavors as you leave us. Please join me in a round of final applause for our graduating students, our award winners. And now please rise and join me for the Onondaga Community College alma mater, performed by our very talented OCC baritone Joshua Clanton. The words can be found in your program.
Sing we now a song of praise that everyone may hear, a song of our own alma mater to all hearts so dear. All hail our alma mater, most noble sight to see. We gratefully acknowledge our faith and trust in thee.
Thank you for being a part of this very special evening. We also would like to thank Professors Pat Kenny and Sean Wyman for organizing the sampler of student work that you'll see as you exit the arena this evening. This is further evidence of the incredible achievements of our students and shows how demonstrates your success at the college. Please stay safe. If you haven't been vaccinated, get vaccinated, very important, and we'll see you on May 15 back here for commencement. Have a nice evening.